guys for Identity 5 confessions and whatever hot takes you had, and you guys delivered. This was a bunch of fun to make, and hearing everyone's opinions and experiences on this game was silly and hopefully entertaining for you all. Remember not to take anything too seriously, so let's react to these together. Alright, the first confession is from Memi, and their confession is, I've only started playing a few months ago. Thank you so much for introducing me to this game and this chaotic community. But one experience I had was when I was trying a breaking wheel for the first time. I was doing so badly that the survivors actually thought I was friendly. I ended up playing it off in post-match and acting like I was friendly the whole time. Okay, to be fair, my hunter skills are not the best. I only choose hunter when I'm doing deductions. So I have like all the worn clothes in the game except for Ivy and Goatman. So I think this happened to me a couple of times, especially when the hunter is like unfamiliar to me. But I do hope you had a good time. It's fine, Memi. The next confession is from Skibbity Alpha Omega Hot Stuff, and their confession is, I would definitely smash Lucino, Feaster, Nightmare, Elva, Bane, maybe, but can I say I like them big? What should I be saying to this? This person is into furries, I guess. There's Lucino, who's a lizard, Feaster, who's an octopus, Nightmare, who's a crow doctor or like a crow, Elva, who's like a catman, and Bane, who's a deer. So this person likes them big and they're proud of that, so good for them. This confession is from Tokki, and they stated, alright, so when the second part of the Sanrio crossover came out, I used to friend all the people I matched with that had the skin, thinking that they would give me the skin. Oh, this one's kind of sad, but I remember I wanted the cheerleader Sanrio one, but I didn't end up getting it because I didn't really think it was necessary. Maybe if it comes back, I'll get it. At the end of the day, Identity V releases so many crossovers, so it's like your wallet will be empty. But if you do want to play with your favorite skins, maybe add someone who has skin share. Nextly, this anonymous confession says, I was on a public map. I was minding my own business taking pics with my friend. Randomly, like 5 to 7 prisoners or embalmers or something came close up to us and started doing emotes. I was in a room picture so they could freeze them out. They froze their heads on our blank. They were like a gang of something. In case y'all dirty-minded were wondering, yes, we did leave the map immediately after getting followed by them when walking off. Okay, this one was just wow. Our community is very unhinged. Definitely some weirdos in here because the amount of people who got caught being a weirdo is crazy. So I hope you and your friend took some cute pics, and sorry you had to go through that. This confession is from Rosie Daisy, and they say, I am not a novelist main, but once I played him for fun in 2 vs 8. A mechanic in pre-match was being super nice to me, so I decided to help her in her kite after she got hit. She went to vault a pallet, and I thought she would get hit again, so I saved the day and used my book on the hunter, causing him to switch places with me right in front of the mech and Terror Shocker. I have not played Novelist since. I am too ashamed. Oh, Rosie, that's actually so wholesome. If I was a mechanic, I wouldn't hold it against you. It would be a very silly moment. And if you had fun as Novelist, you should definitely play as him again. But yeah, very cute moment. Anonymous, welcome back! So I secretly ship Geisha in Fool's Gold. I'm not sure if it's a bad rare pairing or not, so if so, please tell me. And one experience I have and keep having is whenever I'm Hunter, I always see survivors emote on me, the confuse emote while I'm after them, which only gets me annoyed yet confused. Okay, for the first part, I'm not a big shipper, so I don't see myself shipping them, and I think Geisha already has a husband named Miles. But for a rare pairing, I would say this is okay. And for the second part, when survivors emote on you when you're chasing them, they either do it to be like silly or toxic, and most people think it's toxic. I know some survivors use it as a strategy so you wouldn't change targets from them. So I wouldn't really take it that seriously, because at the end of the day, it's just a game, but it's definitely annoying. Another anonymous confession says, Mary is so ugly! Like, play another hunter who is actually way more beautiful like Naeed. If y'all are mad, look in the mirror first. And it's ironic how they said mirror, because Mary's skills are mirrors. But for this one, I think it's just an opinion. So I feel like both are beautiful in their own way. But yeah, some people take it seriously, so it's just silly. Another anonymous, who would have guessed? But they say, why are there Chinese players in NAEU when they have a separate server? For this one, I would say if you're a Chinese person residing somewhere in the NAEU region, you would obviously use the NAEU server for better ping. I doubt it if a Chinese player residing somewhere in Asia would use ours, because Chinese players are a bit more hardcore and play more professionally than the NAEU region players. So if they do smurf on our server, I feel like it's just for like testing it out, because our server is just silly a bit. So if they do smurf though, probably be more beneficial to us, because if I was a pro Chinese hunter, I feel like I could learn something, a thing or two on kiting better. But many reasons why a Chinese player would use the NAEU server. Alright, the next confession is from an anonymous, and they stated, I don't like friendly matches in quick match. For this one, I agree with it, because although it's a fun and great time with friendly hunters, it gets pretty boring when no one's decoding and then the match lasts for like 10 minutes and then you're like, get me out of this match. When you're doing deductions for a character and it's like a hard quest, a friendly hunter becomes useful for that. But otherwise, if you're planning on going friendly, you should do it in rank for sure. Another anonymous confession states, something that confuses me is that actually good Identity V TikTok creators are getting cancelled for no reason, while those annoying rage bait ones still haven't gotten called out. For this one, I don't have a TikTok account, so I'm not really knowledgeable in the Identity V TikTok community, and anyone impersonating me, that's not me. But otherwise, I remember this one Identity V TikTok creator, and they made such good content, but apparently they got cancelled and the negativity got to them, so they left the community, and I was like, they did not deserve this. But for the Rage Bay ones, I remember they would always use the Aisha erotica songs, and some of them were just goofy, so yeah, it sucks that negativity really brings people down. And when you work so hard on content, but a hate comment could really make you bring your mood down.